Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Frag Guy here, and this is a rundown of fragrances I have purchased for myself throughout the year of 2021. Now there are going to be some other fragrances that I will be having this year, but I have stopped now. Coming to the end of November of buying for myself, and I may be getting, I know I'm getting at least a couple of fragrances over Christmas period. So this is a list of what I have purchased with my own money, for myself. They're not for any fragrances here that I have been given as gifts. So there could be a different video, but this is what I have purchased with my own money for myself. There's nothing here. There's a little story which I'll get to with a couple of fragrances here in a second. But again, apart from that, everything you see here on this video today will be purchased for myself with my own money. So, and of course my personal taste, haven't purchased everything and smelt everything there is, so we'll get on. And some of these obviously are blind buys as well, so some things I don't like, some things I really like, some things are just maybe for collectible because they're rare and I got them at a good price. There's a mixture of things in here. So we'll get on for this little story, like I said. So first off, first fragrance, shall we say, Mancera's Royal Vanilla. Now before you jump on your keyboard warrior keyboards and say, oh well, you purchased this for your daughter. Well yes, my daughter knows I do this and she's happy for me to do it. Any fragrance that I buy for her, especially if it's a more expensive perfume, which I do buy for her for Christmas and a birthday, something a bit more expensive, I open it, make sure everything matches, all the codes match, that it's authentic juice, and I spray it a few times to make sure. Okay, so she's more than happy for me to do that because she knows she's going to get genuine items. I know I've purchased genuine items with my money. So this one, Raw Vanilla, sprayed it a few times, worn it a couple of times myself. Now I like this. It's got a, when it dries down, almost like a niche version of Mugler Amen-ish, sort of, more vanilla and less of that patchouli, but it's a similar vibe. And I know my daughter's taste, okay, and when it comes to fragrances, she's really into smells and fragrances now. Then I don't know where she's got that from. Yeah, but I know her taste, and I don't think she'd like this that much. She generally likes her like modern things. I mean, she wears Dior Sauvage. I mean, she's come on, she's 18, but she wears the men's Dior Sauvage. She really enjoys that. So she's got a bottle of that which I bought her a couple of weeks ago. Smelling this, I don't think it's my daughter's cup of tea. I thought it'd be a little different than this. I like it, so I'm going to keep this and I'll wear it, but I'm pretty sure, you know, almost 100% sure that she's just not going to like that. There's something in there I know she doesn't like, so that's the story. So purchased this, I thought, okay, I've got to purchase something else, right? So I went and purchased something I smelt years ago and it smelled great. Purchased Mocolot, pretty much from the same person who owns these brands, from Montel, and I'll show you the fragrance again. It's pouch. So I purchased this, and it's authentic. Checked it all out, everything else. So all good there. And then I sprayed it a few times and worn it a couple of times, like I would, thinking, okay, I'm gonna check it, you know. This now, I mean, it never smelled natural in the first place, this fragrance, but now this smells really like almost cheap synthetic to my nose. It really isn't like what it was. I mean, again, it never smelled, you know, like it smelled synthetic back then anyway, but not as cheap smelling as this. And I really don't like this, and I don't think she's gonna like that. I mean, I liked it, and I remember her smelling it, and she liked it back years ago when it sort of was popular and it came out. But today's stuff smells a lot cheaper, shall we say, and it really is rough. Certainly on the top, it dries down okay, but it's really rough on top. I don't think she will enjoy that. So I may be selling that one if anybody in UK is interested. I'll have it as a good deal. But so I was out with my daughter, and we along with other shopping, we was looking for Christmas things for her, and we go past a couple of fragrance shops, and so we always visiting. I tried a few things, and I said, oh, was that one there, that Tom Ford? I said, oh, I've never smelt that, and I said, it's really good, and so on and so on. And she was amazed by it, she loved it. So I haven't opened this one, because I bought it from a proper shop, so I don't really need to. Tom Ford Black Orchid, 50ml out of puffer. So that's what she's now having for Christmas, as long as other things as well. So this one is staying sealed. I know where I've got it from, and so on, you know. There you go. So that's a little story of that. Got through 2 fragrances. One I know she ain't really gonna like, and certainly one that's the quality's gonna weigh down on it, and definitely not gonna like. But I bought one that she has shown interest in. So that's that little quick story first. So I'll be keeping this one for myself. I purchased this one, which will be for sale, and then you don't really need to know about that other one, and like I said, is for my daughter. So we're going to get on to the next few fragrances. So we're probably already at least 5 minutes in, so I'm not going to go through the fragrances that much, just going to really show you what I've picked up and what I really think, and so on. So this one, Tommy Now Them. Quickly show you the bottle. This one, very cheap smelling, not very nice at all. Yeah, I mean it's generic and it smells very cheap. So I'm not really a fan of that one. Well, that's what it smells like to my nose. Somebody else might like it. I may sell that one as well. So next one, let's have a look. Let's get the sort of ones I'm not 100% with out the way first. This one, Polo Sport, Ralph Lauren. Not a fan of this at all. Just something attacks my nose. Really don't like it. And it's like a fresh minty type thing, but there's something in there. It goes like almost very bitter salty on my skin for whatever reason. Not a fan of it. So Ralph Lauren Polo Sport, again, may sell it. I might just give it away to someone. Alright, so let's have a look. There's a few things in here I haven't shown anybody yet. I think I did a video saying this is what I've recently purchased, which I'll get to in a second. So this one, the Eau de Toilette of Moustache by Rochos. That one there. It's alright. There's something in here I don't like. I've sprayed it a few times and it's grown on me a little bit, but there's still something in here I don't like. It doesn't quite work with me and my taste. I mean, most of it is just lemon, petitgrain, and a few other bits and pieces, but on my skin, something, there's like a spice of some sort or something that just twists, and I just don't, it doesn't work on my skin very well, and it bothers my nose a little bit. Not that there's anything wrong here, there's just a note in here which doesn't gel with me. So but I'm going to keep trying it, but I don't think it's going to change my mind much on it. But so a big bottle of that. What should I show you? Okay, some repurchase items. Ted Lapidus Pour Homme. I'm probably about a third the way down this bottle now, and a second bottle, like a backup, if you will. There you go. Ted Lapidus, right there. One of my favourites. So I mean, they're cheap. They're about £20 or so. So I bought 2. I've been using this one. This is new, still in the box. They actually come unwrapped, by the way, but that's not been sprayed. So 2 Ted Lapiduses, whatever. Excuse me. So what we got? A True Star Man by Tommy Hilfiger. Just like cheap, generic, freshie. You know, there's nothing special about it. It's alright, but it doesn't really perform that well on me either. I haven't got it was a sort of broken one. It didn't have the cap and so on, but it was half full, so I thought I'd give it a go. But harder to find. Wasn't worth it. Didn't pay much for it though, so hardly anything. So no big loss on that one. Okay, an old school, like this one. Today it's actually my scent of the day, or it has been. It's getting a bit later now in the day. This one, Oscar de la Renta Polo. Yeah, hello, you see me there. Polo, nice. Old school style scent, but lightened and freshened up a little bit. Very sort of herbal side to it. Really like it, and a good purchase, and again, yeah, nice cheapy, if you will. Right, I didn't pay much for this one, but this one is quite rare, so I could probably flip this if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna. And this one is one by the Versace, and this one you can see there is Versus. Time for Energy, so Versus Time for Energy. Honestly, again, another one I didn't pay much for, but not really worth the hunt. Again, almost slightly generic citrus freshie. Smells nice. Not exactly generic, but you know, once you smelt a freshie citrus, they all, you know, sort of gel together, and it's nice, but I won't be using that much. Yeah, I've got other citrusy based fragrances that are better, but yeah, it's just a rare one. I saw it and it's going a good price. I put a bid on eBay. I was the only one who bid on it, and it came, and yeah, it's genuine stuff. Checked it out. It's alright. It's alright. Right, Riviera Nights, Jacques Bogart. Again, it's alright. Probably won't be wearing it really. It's okay. It's sort of a slightly sweet, spicy sort of scent. Again, it's okay, but nothing particularly special. And I like to. If I've never really tried some, and Jacques Bogart for me is so when it comes to fragrances. So I like buying the smaller bottles when it comes to that house. So House of Bergeron, which is one of my favourites, apart from recent juices, 2 of which Quatre, is that you say it, Quatre? This one's okay, a fruity freshie, a little bit of touch of sweetness, but a fruity freshie, basically. You know, you smelt one, you smelt most of them. This one, a little bit more interesting, still got that fruity freshie, but darkens it up a bit with like an incensey, ambery kind of vibe, which is this one. I can't remember what they call it. Is it noir version or something along that line? So I bought the 2 together. I prefer this one a little bit, as this one's just let's say generic-y, but this one is a little better, but it's darker scent, and I don't usually go for darker scents over citrusy. So again, I'll probably be trying to flip these together. I might sell them together as a set. Okay, so what's next? My backup bottle of many. This one is its big, massive 200ml of my signature scent, 1881, and I'll get it out of the box here for you. That is a bottle of 1881, the size of it, next to my head, and I've got a big head. But that one, you know, is the size of my hand. I've got reasonably large hands, and that's a good sized bottle right there. I haven't sprayed it yet, but you know, beautiful stuff. So that's 1881, 200ml bottle, and I'll probably have another one of those for Christmas, so I'm good for 1881. Okay, this one's not too bad. This one, Victory, Invictus Victory. It's not bad. It's semi-sweet. You'd think it'd be cloying sweet, but it's not. It's sort of a little different from the line actually. Like a semi-sweet amber vanilla with again a little sort of resinous incensey feel. Nice enough. Won't buy it again, but I'll probably use this one. So not bad. I bought it because reviews say it's nothing like the rest of the line, and I agree. But it's nothing special either. So that is that one. This one is like a special artist's edition of Diesel Only the Brave, and I like this bottle. This one, let's have a look. Limited edition, designed by Bunker. And all it is some like graffiti style writing all over it. This one, Only the Brave. It's like the basic Only the Brave, but with design on it, basically. I like the scent. I've always liked the scent. Got it on the back of my hand today. I've been sort of spraying it and testing it. Nice. I do like Only the Brave, the scent. So won't be using it that much. That's more like a little collector's piece of mine, really. That's something else I've purchased this year, just for this sort of special part of it. I think, no, I'm not 100% on some things. I think I purchased this year, but I can't quite remember, which is Match Point 50ml. I really like this one. Subtle sweetness with a very minty herbal scent. Really like it. I didn't think I would. I thought it'd be too sweet like everything else. Smells like Invictus, but it actually doesn't. It's a good take on a modern, slightly sweet freshie, but really nice with the herbs and mint in there. If you like minty herbal fragrances, really nice. Okay, next is I'll give my 200ml bottle of Yopom away to an old or ex work colleague, so I'll purchase the 125ml. I haven't really worn it that much. Reason being is I also purchased this, which is the Eau de Parfum. And as you can see, I have give about a 5ml or so decant of this away. This is the Eau de Parfum of Yopom. So 2 Yopoms, 1 EDT, 1 EDP. Oh, and the EDP is a bit richer. It's a bit more modern, and I'm actually reaching for this a little more. Still got the DNA of Yopom, but it's got a modern sort of dry down with the tonka bean thing. It's pretty good. This one, Santos De Cartier, very green, heavy green scent, with a sort of, to me, like a base of like an incense. It's okay. It's not my favourite, but it's okay. I do wear it occasionally. Sort of a shirt tie sort of fragrance. Tiny little 12ml of H24 by Hermes. Just smells like grapefruit scent to me. Nothing fresh, nice, fresh, clean grapefruit scent. But that's all it really smells like to me. So nothing special about that. I'm glad I only bought the little sort of tester size, if you will, because nothing special about that at all. One you've not seen, and I probably won't mention because I'm not really a fan of it. This one, Luna Rosa Ocean, I think it is. Worn it a little bit, as you can probably see, but I probably ain't going to reach for it again, so this may be up for sale as well. Really not a fan of that. It's okay, but it's nothing special. They just dry down to Prada L'Homme Low, Prada L'Homme Low, the blue bottle. They just generally dry down to the same scent. The top opening is different, dries down to that one, and I've already got that. So, you know, nothing special. Diesel, Sound of the Brave. This one's alright, you know, it's a bit sort of on the sort of side of Versace Eros-ish, but a little fresher. Not so thick and cloying still. Got that sweet orangey sort of vibe going on, but actually don't mind that one. It's actually alright. I've worn a bit of that, as you can see. Yeah, a little more than some of the others. So I must think it's okay. So yeah, Diesel, Sound of the Brave. Alright, what should we dip into? I'll go with one of my favourites, if not my favourite purchase of the year. I haven't had this for a year or two, and I've been sort of looking and pining for it a little bit, and now I'll buy something else because I've had it before, and eventually I'll pull the trigger. And Shuggy from Serge Laton, this just blows my mind. I love it. Oh, and it ain't even the vintage stuff, and it still blows my mind. Absolutely love it. Let's go to the next fragrance. Talking of Eros, 50ml of Eros again, seeing if it was changed or if I still like it. Or I think it's okay. It's not my favourite, but I think it's okay. It's well done. But again, not something I generally reach for anymore. We purchased a bottle of the Dreamer by Versace again. This is more my thing, more my style. Really like that. It's I mean, even though the last couple of years this has got a little weaker. The last bottle I had, yeah, it was alright, you know, the longevity projection. This one, the more recent one, I think it's been 2 years since I purchased one. This one, not so much. But they've definitely done something to it. Still performs okay, but certainly not like the last bottle I had. This one, getting repurchased, Chanel Allure Homme. Picked this up when I was out with my daughter. She had the Dior Sauvage that I talked about, and then I purchased this for myself. So it was an expensive day that day, but yeah, a nice big 100ml. And even this one doesn't quite smell as rich and as nice as it used to. Still smells like Chanel Allure Homme. It's just lost a bit of that, bit of the magic that it had, although it still smells pretty good. So we're down to 2 fragrances. This one, Chrome Sport by Azara. This one's alright. It's got a sort of citrusy top, dries down a little salty. There's the bottle, the box there. As you can see, I've sort of been testing it, but I haven't really talked about it much yet. I'm not sure whether I like it that much or not. I don't know. I haven't really gone to town on it yet, but one I will be testing a bit more eventually. As you can see, I've got a fair bit to go through. And the last one for this video, and again this doesn't include ones that I may have purchased, didn't like and then sold, because obviously I haven't got them here. And this video is only ones that I've got here right now. And there's a few I've sold, I can't remember them exactly. Probably about half a dozen fragrances that were forgettable, obviously, because I've sold them on. So this one, Azara. Again, Azara put on low. When I first sprayed it, I wasn't that keen, but now I've sprayed it a few times and worn it a couple of times. It's changing in the bottle, and it's opened up, and now I quite like it. It's got a sort of lemony yuzu opening, and then dries down to the sort of a slightly lighter version of the original. Yeah, I like it. So that will be talked about probably in a spring list or something like that. But nice, and definitely worth the purchase. Now these Azara Polo are reasonably inexpensive. So that's the last one. So that's it. Again, I can't remember the ones that I've purchased, but I have sold on, so they're not in the list. This list again was only ones that I still have. Again, as you can see, there's some I'm not keen on, some that I'm half and half on, some I really love, some that I don't like, and I'm possibly going to sell. So, you know, there's a good variety here, and a good reason, like you can see, to not blind buy things. But there's always, to be honest, there isn't that many that I purchased that I don't like. Got one or two more expensive ones that I didn't like, but apart from that, the rest were sort of on the cheaper side. So I don't really care. I'll give them away, chuck them in the bin, or some of them that fetch a little bit of money I'll sell. But for the most part, I'm happy for what I purchased. Again, it didn't include things that I have been given as gifts. So there we go. Thank you for watching the video. I really do appreciate it as always. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. I do appreciate you watching, and I'll see you again soon on the next video.